Hey Bianca, sorry about the late reply. I just got home now.
No problem. I know you must be tired. How's your mom doing?
The same as always. She still has to use a breathing apparatus, and I can't even tell if she's awake or asleep.
I see. That's a shame. But since you're taking the time to go and see her every day, it's bound to have a positive effect somehow. You're her son, so I'm sure she can sense that you're there.
I hope so.
You must be tired, going to the hospital every day, even though you have work?
Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been able to find much time for you given all that's going on. We haven't been on a date in ages. I feel like a terrible boyfriend.
Hey, how about we go see your mom together next time?
Thanks for offering, but visiting is still restricted to family only at the moment.
Oh, really? That's too bad. By the way, there's something I wanted to ask you. Is now a good time?
Yeah, what's up?
So it's about your proposal, actually. I know it's only been a half a year since we met on that dating app, and things are moving a little fast between us. You remember I said I wasn't sure about it, right? Well, I've been thinking about it, and I've decided to think positively. I want to move forward with it, if the offer still stands.
Wait, you mean, is that a yes? For real?
For real? Let's get married, Mark.
Wow, OMG, that's unbelievable. I forgot all about my exhaustion the instant I read that. Thank you, you've made me the happiest man in the world.
Once your mom stabilizes and the situation goes back to normal, can you come and meet my parents?
Yeah, sounds great. But there is actually something I'm a little bit worried about.
What is it?
Sorry, I should have mentioned this to you sooner. My mom's illness is pretty severe, actually.
Oh, really?
I've been saving money to pay for her surgery, but I'm still really short.
Oh, I see. I guess that's to be expected.
I need to get the money together as soon as possible because her condition is worsening by the day, but I have no idea how I'm gonna do it.
Do you need me to help?
No, I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
I mean, I'm just an office worker, so it's not like I have 100,000 saved up either. But I'm concerned that you'll overwork yourself to get the money for your mom and end up in hospital yourself, you know?
Don't worry about me. But I want my mom to be able to see my beautiful bride one day. And my dad passed away from illness a while back.
Yes, you told me. And because you have no siblings either, you have to take care of your mom all on your own. It must be hard.
Honestly, sometimes I wish I had family around so I could have someone to give me advice, you know? All I want is for my mom to get the surgery as soon as possible so she'll be well enough to attend the wedding ceremony.
Let me help you pay for the surgery. I'm gonna be part of your family from now on, right?
Thank you, Bianca. In that case, I think I'll accept your offer. Let's do our best to save Mom.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll be husband and wife soon, so we have to rely on each other. Your problems are my problems too now, and we'll solve them together.
You're too kind. Seriously.
I'm just doing what any wife would do in this situation.
I'm just really happy that someone as kind as you is gonna be my wife.
And I'm equally surprised that a great guy like you ever proposed to me in the first place.
You know what? I think I'll take you up on your offer to come and visit my mom in the hospital next time.
Are you sure? I thought it was family only.
You're my fiancé now. That's the same as being my family.
Yeah, that makes sense. In that case, let's go see her soon, okay? Let me know whenever you're ready.
I will, thanks. I'm sure she'll be really happy.
Hey Mark, I'll be at the hospital in about an hour as planned. See you there?
Oh, hey Bianca. Actually, it looks like my mom's condition is worse than usual today.
What happened? Is she gonna be okay?
The doctors are examining her now.
I see. Keep me updated.
Sorry, I know we planned for you to visit today, but maybe with everything going on, it's not a good time. Would you mind if we rescheduled to another day?
No problem, I understand.
Oh, but you already got ready to go out, didn't you? Do you want to meet up at a cafe or something near the hospital?
I don't mind, but is it okay for you to leave your mother's side at a time like this?
It'll be fine if we keep it brief.
Please, I don't want to cause any trouble. Let's just meet at the hospital another time.
But I want to see you. I finally got a day off work too. And with everything that's going on, I want someone to be by my side.
I see. I guess anyone would feel the same in your situation. All right, let me know when the doctor has finished examining your mom, and I'll meet you in a coffee shop nearby.
Sounds great. Oh, and would you be able to hand over the money then?
For the surgery, right? I was actually planning on giving it to you today, so I've already withdrawn it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You're so reliable. And I'm sorry about causing you so much trouble right after getting engaged.
No need to apologize. Anyway, I'll be bringing over $6,000 later, so will that help?
Huh? $6,000? Oh, did I mention the other day that the surgery is gonna cost $50,000?
Yeah, you told me.
So, how come you've only prepared $6,000? That's not nearly enough.
Oh, well, I thought we agreed that we were gonna save up for your mom's surgery together. Like I said, I don't have that much money, but I wanted to do what I can to chip in for her. I'm really sorry that's all I could afford.
If that's the case, Mom won't be able to get the surgery.
What do you mean?
Since I've paid for her hospitalization and all her surgeries up until now, I've got no money left. Can't you spare any extra?
Sorry, I've got my own expenses to pay, and like I said, I'm only an office worker, so $6,000 is the best I can manage.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know you're not rich. I shouldn't have expected so much from you in the first place. Thanks for the $6,000. I'll sort the rest out myself somehow.
Are you sure you'll be able to manage?
Yeah, if I sell the house, I might be able to sort something out. I don't know whether my mom will be able to last that long, though.
Okay, I'll think about what I can do to contribute. Sorry I couldn't be of any more help.
That's not the case. You've done more than enough, really. By the way, I've been wondering if we could get married next month. I know this is moving pretty fast, but seeing the state Mom is in, I think it should be sooner than later. Since there's not a lot of time to prepare, maybe we could register ourselves at the town hall and do a proper ceremony once the situation is settled.
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, cool. Then how about we do it on your birthday next month?
Well, it's a little bit embarrassing to think about getting married on my birthday. But if we do that, I guess remembering anniversaries won't be a problem.
Great. Well, let's figure out the details later, shall we? I still have to go and meet your parents, after all.
Yeah, let's sort it out later. Let me know when you're done at the hospital, okay? Hey Mark, are you done with work for the day? How's your mom doing?
Yeah, I'm finished. You too? I hate to say it, but Mom's not doing so great, actually. It's been a while since I've seen her this bad. I'm really worried.
I see. Sorry to hear that.
Have you managed to get any more money together for the surgery? If you can pay even a little more, I think I'll be able to afford the surgery after all.
About that, I've been thinking I'll need to ask my parents for help, but it's kind of hard to bring up. My dad is retired, so they're both living off the pension these days. They might not be able to spare much.
I see. I guess there's no helping it then. I'll have to get married.
Yeah, we're getting married next month, right? I'm really looking forward to it.
No, not to you.
What do you mean by that?
My boss actually introduced me to his daughter a while back. He's been trying to set me up with her for a while now.
Huh? Your boss's daughter?
He said before that if I were to marry his daughter, he'd pay for Mom's surgery as a wedding gift or something like that.
Are you serious? But that means you'd be getting married to someone you don't love. Unless you do feel something for her?
Of course I don't. You're the only woman for me, Bianca. I love you, but love won't save my mom, unfortunately.
So if I somehow manage to get $50,000 together, we can still get married?
80,000 actually.
What? 80,000? That's not the amount you said before.
I told you my mom has an incurable illness. She's had to move to a different hospital due to a lack of surgeons at the first place. The new hospital is more expensive, so they've added an extra $30,000 to the cost of the surgery. Unbelievable, right?
I see. That's terrible. What's your mother's illness called?
It's a really rare illness, so even if I tell you, you won't have heard of it.
Oh, I see.
So what are we gonna do? Will you be able to get the $80,000?
I don't think I can ask my parents for help after all. I started online dating because my parents were worried about me. I wanted to reassure my parents that I hadn't given up on marriage just because I was turning 30. If I turn around now and ask for a huge sum of money like that, I'll just end up worrying them even more.
Then I'll have to marry my boss's daughter after all.
Wait a minute, Mark, please. Everything is happening so suddenly that I can't keep up. This is crazy.
I have no time to spare. My mom's life depends on this money. It's now or never.
Just give me 1 week. I'll manage something.
You will? Are you sure? Okay, 1 week it is. But if it takes any longer than that, I'll marry the boss's daughter. Got it?
Don't worry. I'll definitely have the money by then. I swear.
Okay, if you say so. Thank you, Bianca. I actually really don't want to marry the other girl anyway.
Why is that?
She's so not my type. Not even average looking, to be honest. But you're kind and sweet and beautiful. You're so much better than her.
You really think so?
Of course. That's why I proposed to you. I love you, Bianca. I want to reject her ASAP and marry you next month like we planned.
Okay, I'll let you know as soon as I have the money.
Great. Talk to you then. Make sure you get it as soon as possible, though. Bianca, I'm at your apartment. Can I come in? Your door's unlocked, you know.
Oh, sorry. I went down to the supermarket.
You shouldn't be so careless. You've got $80,000 in cash lying around, right? What happens if you get robbed or something?
Ah, I see what you mean. But don't worry, I've hidden the money.
So where is it now? Just to confirm.
It's on the toilet shelf.
Alright, I'll go check. It's not there. You said the toilet shelf, right? I don't see it.
Oh, that's weird. Are you sure? It should be at the back of the shelf. Why don't you take a closer look?
Wait a minute. The bathroom door just shut by itself. I can't open it anymore.
Okay, great. Stay there for a while and think about what you've done.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I think you need to do some self-reflection.
Have you gone mad? Where's the money?
You really think I could prepare $80,000 in less than a week? There is no money. I won't be deceived by you anymore. That whole thing about your mom being deathly ill was a lie, wasn't it?
What? How could you even say that? I could never lie about such a thing.
Your mom is living healthily back in your hometown. She was never even hospitalized. You're unemployed and you've been living off the money you defraud from women, and not just me. There are others, right? You could never lie about such a thing? You're kidding, right? Every word you've said to me was a lie.
I don't understand. But how did you find out?
I haven't spent the last week trying to make money. I've been investigating you. I'm not as stupid as you think I am, you know. I thought your reaction was a bit off when I gave you the $50,000. But I wanted to help you and your mom out so badly if I could, and I believed in you, so I handed it over anyway. But you trampled all over my feelings with your stupid lies. You're the scum of the earth, Mark.
Would you just shut up already? You're so goddamn annoying. If you had the money to investigate me in the first place, then why didn't you just hand it over, stupid woman?
So that's how you really feel, huh?
I let a 30-year-old hag like you live in a dream world where someone actually wanted to marry you? You could at least show me some appreciation. Thanks to me, you got to believe you actually had a fiancé. Consider the money a fee for my kindness.
You're unbelievable. All the women you've deceived really cared for you, Mark. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Not my problem. It's their fault they got led on so easily.
Yeah, maybe it's our fault for not having enough experience with relationships and being swept off our feet so easily. Maybe we were too naive. But that doesn't give you the right to deceive us.
That's just the kind of world we live in. The strong eat the weak, kill or be killed. I don't make the rules. If you're not street smart, it's only a matter of time before someone takes advantage of you. Anyway, enough about you. Open the door already. I have nothing else to say to you if you've got no money.
But I have something to say to you. Return all the money I've given you.
Yeah, right. You gave it to me because you loved me.
I gave it to you because you lied to me, and now you're gonna give it back to me. Otherwise, I'm reporting you to the police.
Okay, I got it. I'll give you the money. Just don't contact the police. And let me out of here. I promise I'll give it back.
I can't let you out yet. I already told you I won't be deceived by your lies anymore. I've already filed a report, and the police will arrive in a few minutes.
What? You're joking, right?
And I can't call them out without having something prepared in advance, right? Looks like we're both idiots.
What's going on? Why are you doing this? Listen, Bianca, I'm really sorry. I promise I'll give you the money back. Every cent. I wasn't even lying when I said I needed money. The truth is, I'm in a lot of debt.
So what?
So could you think about maybe letting me off the hook? Please. I really did take a liking to you, you know? I was thinking that if I ever got married, you'd be a good catch.
Don't take money from someone you want to marry. And are you kidding me? You think I'm going to believe you at this point? Like I said, I've already filed a report against you. You won't be able to get away with this.
If you let me out now before the police get here, it'll be fine. I'm confident I can escape them. I've done it before. Hey, I know. How about you run away with me? We'll elope together. And then we'll get married for real.
You must be joking. You really think I'm stupid enough to knowingly try and marry a marriage fraudster? How am I supposed to believe you?
What the hell? You loved me, didn't you? You can't deny we had some good times together. It wasn't so long ago you wanted to marry me. So please, just let me go. I'll give you the money back.
Yeah, I loved you once. I worried about you going through hard times and I wanted to help you in any way I could. But I guess I was just a bad judge of character. Same goes for the other women who fell for you. We all wanted to support you, so we all did our best to raise the money you said you needed. What really hurts is not the financial loss, but the betrayal. We all feel that way.
Bianca, I'm sorry. I really am. Please let me explain.
You don't need to explain, Mark.
Really? You forgive me after all?
No, not that. The police have arrived, so there's no point in asking for forgiveness. You're too late. You can say whatever you want to explain during the interrogation.
Wait, Bianca, I love you. Of all the women I've met, you're the only one who I really wanted to marry. But if you turn me over to the police, we'll never be able to get married. You understand? I'm your last chance. You don't want to end up a lonely middle-aged woman with no husband, do you?
Don't worry about that. There are laws that exist to protect idiots like me from being scammed by monsters like you, so I'll be fine. And I'm satisfied with just knowing you've been caught.
Why are you being like this? I only ever got a measly $6,000 out of you. That's nothing.
You've enjoyed scamming women like me out of her money all these years, haven't you? Now it's time for you to pay the price. You should be thanking me. It's not every day you get the chance to go to jail. After that, Mark was sued by 8 women, including me, and ended up being sentenced to 7 years in prison when it was determined that he showed no remorse. It seems that in total he managed to defraud a total of $300,000 from us. Considering that, the women involved all strongly resented him for his deception and demanded he pay each of us alimony. Now he's in prison, I imagine he's full of regrets about making enemies of us. There may be other women he swindled somewhere out there who never filed against him. I hope that we've served some justice for them by finally taking him down. Eventually, I told my parents about everything that happened with Mark. They were very supportive and told me that I shouldn't rush into marriage just to please them. To be honest, I feel ashamed that by trying to appease my parents, I ended up making them worry about me instead. But it looks like I was putting words in their mouth. They reassured me that I didn't have to get married to make them happy and that they were already proud of me. In the end, the only one impatient for marriage was me. The whole thing seems really dumb now that I think about it. For now, I'll just enjoy my work and my hobbies and let my broken heart heal. But next time I meet someone I like, I'm thinking I'll take a closer look at them before getting into anything.
Miguel, I trust things are going well with the client. I don't expect to hear much from you, but you better not screw this one up. You're not a rookie anymore, so I'm not going to tolerate failure.
Are you talking about the contract, sir? We managed to work out all of the details today. It took a while, but I think we managed to come to an agreement that will benefit both our companies.
What? You did? Why didn't you tell me that before? This is a huge contract. You should have let me know the instant you came to an agreement.
But, sir, when I arrived back at the office today, you had already left. I figured I'd tell you the first thing tomorrow morning.
Are you stupid? With something like that, you should have called my cell right away.
I'm sorry. I figured it would have been fine if I told you in the morning. I didn't want to bother you at home since you had already left for the day. I haven't even finished entering everything into the system yet. We were busy working out all the details of the contract today. We're getting it all typed up now, but you still have to go over it yourself. Nothing is signed yet, so I figured the news could wait until tomorrow.
I don't want to hear any excuses. And don't get cocky just because you reached an agreement with them. This doesn't make you a superstar or anything.
I wasn't trying to be cocky, sir. I didn't mean to come off like that. I don't even know how I could have. But I'm sorry if I did. Anyway, according to Joan Riaz from the client's office, the owner of their company wants to have a business dinner with us to celebrate the new contract.
He does? That's great. It must mean he's already decided he wants to sign. Get it scheduled right away. This is a huge account, and I don't want to do anything to upset them. If they want to celebrate this contract with us, let's do it.
Okay. And they want us to set up a group chat for messaging with them. They want all the people that are working together to join. That way, everyone's always in the loop. I just confirmed all the people they want in the group. It's the same group of people that they want going to the dinner, by the way. Between the two companies, there's going to be 30 people in total.
You made sure to include me in that group, right?
Of course, you're the head of the department. They expect you to be at the dinner as well.
That's fine then. So where is this business dinner going to take place? I don't care where or when they want it. I want everyone from our side present. I don't care if that means you have to miss your son's little league game, your wife's birthday, or your mom's funeral. No excuses. Got it?
I understand. Joanna and I are still working out the details. I'll let you know as soon as it's decided. It sounds to me like they have a place in mind already.
I see. Okay, I guess I'll leave this up to you. You better not screw this up somehow. I can't trust you to book a restaurant, can't I? If you choose a crappy place for this business dinner, it could leave a bad impression on them and screw up everything we've worked for so far.
I'll make sure I don't do anything like that, sir. Don't worry, you can trust me.
Well, that's the thing. I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone who can't even do their own job properly.
What are you talking about, sir? You still don't think I can handle the job, do you?
Have you given me any reason to think otherwise?
What do you mean? Have I ever given you a reason not to trust me? This contract puts me in first place out of our whole department. I'm working hard here. Have I not proven that I have the drive as well as the talent? I don't land every single contract, but nobody does. I think at least I've proven I can do my job. Look at my track record. How can you say that I'm not doing well?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's not all about the numbers, Miguel.
Huh?
It's the way you talk to your superiors. You're a bit too cocky if you ask me, and that's a bad thing. Just for that, I'm gonna make you clean the office tomorrow before you leave.
Clean the office? Aren't there janitors that come in every evening and clean the office? Why would I have to clean it? They're still going to be coming in at night, and the company will still be paying them to clean.
I don't care about that. I said it was a punishment for your attitude, and here you are talking back to me about that too. You just don't learn, do you? You better watch how you talk to your superiors if you want to keep working here. I'm not going to waste any more of my energy on you.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I'll speak to Juan and see where he wants to have the dinner. Good evening, Juan. I'd like to thank you again for taking the time to meet with me this afternoon. No worries, it was my pleasure. I was just about to message you myself. I was curious if you had time to speak to your boss today about that business dinner we proposed. Is he willing to do it? Yes, I did. He thought it sounded like a great idea. It looks like we're going to be working with each other a lot from now on, and he thought it would be a great way for both sides to get to know each other better. And he said it would be fine if you wanted to choose the location for the dinner. Did you have a place in mind? Actually, we do. Mr. Jameson himself has a place he'd like us to go to, if that's okay with everyone. Really? You mean the Mr. Jameson? As in the owner of your company? That's right. He wants to come along and meet your team himself. That's fantastic. We'd be honored if you joined us. And to go to a place he recommended himself? How could we refuse an offer like that? Are you sure? It's an authentic Chinese restaurant. Would that be okay with everyone? Why not? That sounds fantastic. What's the name of the restaurant? That's the thing. It's not a chain or anything. I doubt you've heard of it. It's a small place. I'll send you the details a little later. There's a reason he loves that place so much. I see. Other than the food? I'd say so, yes. But don't get me wrong, the food is fantastic there too. I'll have to tell you why he likes that place so much sometime. I think you might be surprised. But when I do tell you, I don't want you going around telling everyone. Mr. Jameson doesn't want a lot of people to know the reason. But I think I can trust you with it, seeing as you helped us get such a favorable contract with your company. Don't mention it. Our company is flexible like that. This contract will benefit both sides. And don't forget, you were certainly accommodating with some of our requests as well. Thanks. But now you've really got me curious about this restaurant and that little secret of Mr. Jameson's. I'll tell you later, don't worry. But for now, let me just say that Mr. Jameson thanks you for helping us get this contract as well. He's really happy we could work something out. That's why he wants us to all go out and celebrate. I've got to tell you, he doesn't do this very often. In fact, I can't remember the last time he's done this. I know your office is likely busy right now, too, so I want to thank you again for taking the extra time out of your schedules to celebrate with us. Don't mention it. Like I said, your side was just as flexible with us. We appreciate that. That's why I think we're all going to benefit from this. Well, let me just say, we've tried to work out deals with other companies, and so far no one was as cooperative as you. Mr. Jameson's looking forward to meeting you in person. Anyway, it's getting late. I'll send you the address and number of the restaurant. I'll leave the booking up to you. Just tell them who you are and they'll make arrangements to fit us in. I'm sure Mr. Jameson will give them the heads up, so it shouldn't be an issue. Okay. The final draft of the contract is going to be written up and sent to us tomorrow, right? Yes, that's the plan. The documents are pretty much done now. I'll have my manager go over them first thing in the morning, and I'll bring them over to your office tomorrow, personally. That sounds great. That'll give me a chance to tell you about the restaurant, and why it's near and dear to Mr. Jameson's heart. Sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. Enjoy your evening. You too. See you tomorrow. That restaurant? Are you out of your mind? What do you mean, sir? The business dinner we're having this weekend. Are you seriously going to take an important client like that to a dive restaurant like this one? This is exactly what I was talking about when I said you had no idea what you were doing. Have you been to that place before? No, but I just drove past it now. I'd never heard of it before, so I wanted to see it for myself. I knew I couldn't trust you even with a simple task like this. Do you not have any clue how important this contract is to this company? I do know how important it is, sir. It was really hard for me to get a reservation for that many people. That place is more popular than it looks. It's usually booked solid on weekends. When I called, the person answering the phone wouldn't give me a reservation. I had to explain who I was, call around to different people, and finally they pulled some strings for me. Yeah, right. I doubt a place like that gets any business at all, let alone is booked up. If that's the kind of restaurant you chose for an important dinner like this, I might as well let you go right now. Find something else. But sir, I can't. There's a reason I chose that place. The business dinner has to be there. Don't act like your decisions are so important. That place isn't suitable. I can't believe you're being this difficult with me after the talking to I gave you the other day. I'm not gonna waste my time again. I know how pig-headed you are. You're not gonna listen to a word I say, so I'm not gonna waste my breath.
I'll handle this.
Sir, that's not it at all. I can't exactly say why, but you have to trust me on this. We have to have the business dinner there. It was the client's request. Gavin, are you there? Please, don't ignore me. I know you're going to be out of the office for the rest of the week, so if you don't read these, it was the client's request. This is what they wanted. Please, don't change anything. Please, don't do anything we'll regret. I hope you get these messages.
I sent out the notification of the address change for tonight's dinner.
Sir, I haven't been able to get hold of you all week. Did you block me or something? What are you talking about with an address change?
Huh? Did I forget to tell you? I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you. I told you to cancel the reservation you had at the dive of the restaurant you booked, didn't I?
What? Cancel?
Did you really think I'd take an important client to a hole-in-the-wall restaurant that no one has ever heard of? The owner of their company is joining us. We have to impress him. I'm not going to take him to a roach-infested place like the one you booked. And that place is 100% authentic Chinese. Everyone has to use chopsticks. There's 30 people going. Do you really think they all know how to use chopsticks? Are you trying to embarrass everyone? I've already informed everyone on both sides of the restaurant change and sent them the new address. I've made reservations at a much better place, so we're all going there instead. The owner of their company is joining. His name is Todd Jameson. That's the most American-sounding name I've ever heard. Do you think a guy like that wants to eat Chinese food? I've never even met the man. I can tell you right now, a guy like that wants a big juicy steak. He's not gonna want Chinese food. Are you crazy?
Sir, please, tell me you're kidding.
I wouldn't kid about something as important as this. I've made new reservations under my own name at a steakhouse. This place serves the biggest steaks you've ever seen in your life. And if he's not into steak, they've got every type of meat you could imagine. Not just that, but all the waitresses have really big. I'm not gonna say it, because that would be rude. But just know everyone is going to enjoy the view. Mr. Jameson is gonna love it. They haven't signed the contract yet, so if we can't impress them with this dinner, we could lose everything we've worked for so far.
Have you really contacted their company and told them you've changed the location of the dinner?
Yes. I'm sure everyone is on their way over to the steakhouse right now as we speak. You need to get your butt over there now too. Make sure they are entertained and having a good time while they're waiting for everyone else to arrive.
I can't make a last-minute cancellation at the Chinese restaurant now. It's way too late for that. And why would you do this all without consulting me first? I'm the one dealing with this account. These are my clients. Are you out of your mind?
What did you just say to me? Did you really just ask me if I'm out of my mind?
I sent the message directly to you. This isn't a group chat. So who do you think I'm asking? Let me make this clearer. Gavin, are you out of your damn mind?
How dare you take that tone with me? Have you forgotten who you're talking to?
I don't care. This is insane. You're claiming the restaurant we agreed upon with the client is roach-infested just because you drove past it? And then you took it upon yourself to choose a different place and informed our clients? I was handling all of this perfectly. The clients loved me. Mr. Jameson hasn't even met me, and he loves me based on what he's heard about me. And then you had to force your way in and take over, even though you don't know anything about anything. I can't believe this.
No, I'm the one who can't believe this. I can't believe your incompetence or your insubordination. All of this is your fault. If I'd had left things up to you, we'd have lost that contract for sure. I'm the one cleaning up your mess. I'm the one saving your butt. You should be thanking me right now. You chose the dirtiest, absolute worst place to have this business dinner. I booked us a nice place, so it's your job to cancel the reservation you made for 30 people at that Chinese restaurant.
Gavin, that Chinese restaurant is Mr. Jameson's restaurant.
Huh?
You seriously didn't contact them and tell them that we're not having the dinner there, did you? And if you did, please tell me you didn't say the reason was because you thought that place was dirty or because you hate Chinese food or something. If you said something like that and Mr. Jameson read it, well, we'll have lost the contract for sure.
Hang on a second. What are you talking about? That Chinese restaurant is Mr. Jameson's? What? How is that even possible?
You did, didn't you? Oh my god. Mr. Jameson's wife is Chinese. He spent 7 years living in China when he was younger. That is his wife's restaurant. She runs it herself.
Are you serious?
It's small, and it doesn't look like much from the outside, but it's all new on the inside. And it's the highest quality, most authentic Chinese food restaurant anywhere around. That place is booked solid. We only got in because Mr. Jameson's wife is the owner. The only reason it isn't well known among the non-Chinese people in the city is simply because it's only been open for just under a year. Maybe because of Mr. Jameson's company and his income, or some ties he has back in China, his wife is able to employ the best Chinese chefs around. Mr. Jameson was so impressed with me and how I handled their account that he wanted to take us all out there and treat us to the best Chinese food in the state, or maybe even the country.
Miguel, please, tell me you're kidding.
That's what I should be saying to you. Did you seriously tell them that you didn't want the dinner to be there this evening?
I did. I messaged the group chat we had set up for them. All 30 people would have seen that message I sent. Well, 29, because I never sent you the link to join it yet.
Oh, please tell me you didn't say anything bad.
I told them you were still relatively new, so you accidentally booked a restaurant that wasn't up to the standards of our company. I apologized and I told them the food and atmosphere at the steakhouse would be more suitable for the kind of company they are.
Oh my god. So you basically just said that high quality doesn't suit their company, and a cheesy restaurant where the staff has big knockers is more suited to the people like them? That's not just an insult to Mr. Jameson's wife's restaurant, that's an insult to him and his entire company. What have you done? I bet Mr. Jameson has already read that, hasn't he? If he has, you've likely ruined everything.
Why didn't you tell me that the place was his and his wife runs it? Those aren't the kind of details you want to leave out when you inform your manager of your decision. Don't you think it's strange for me not to have known that?
I tried to tell you, but you weren't in the office for the past few days and you blocked my number. As far as the details go about the restaurant being his wife's, that was supposed to be a secret. The client told me not to tell anyone. Mr. Jameson wanted to tell you that personally after we had all eaten the amazing food. You really screwed up here, Gavin. You're such an idiot.
I'm the idiot?
Yes. You don't think that what you did here was stupid? If you're not the definition of an idiot, I don't know what is.
Well, I mean, I didn't know. Whatever, I can fix this. I'll just say it was a little mistake. How do I delete a message I've sent in a group chat?
You can't. And even if you could, almost everyone would have read it by now and likely even took a screenshot of it because of how insulting it would have been to them. There might have been some people who didn't read it and who are on their way to Mr. Jameson's wife's restaurant right now, but the chances of no one having read it are basically zero.
That's fine. I can just send another message saying that one was a mistake. I'll say that was meant to be sent to another client of ours.
If you said anything bad about the Chinese restaurant, that's not going to fix the problem. And that's still not going to change the fact that some people are likely headed to the wrong place. I'm betting that at least half of the people will be heading to the new address you gave them.
Oh, this doesn't look good. You said the original place we were supposed to go to was Mr. Jameson's, right?
Yes, I've said that a number of times now.
Well then, we have to go there, or this is never going to work out. Do something! This is your client. You're responsible.
No, I'm not.
What?
I had everything set and ready to go. You changed the plan. You can't blame that on me. I booked the restaurant the client wanted. This is clearly your fault. And if you try and pin this on me, I'll just show our chat history to your boss.
But you should have told me the whole story. I should have known why you picked a place that no one had ever heard of. This is due to your incompetence. You should have properly informed your superior of the situation.
None of this is my fault. I did message you and tell you, but you had blocked my number. I had no way to reach you.
Huh?
I told you that the client requested that place. I told you they wanted the dinner there, and you went ahead and changed the place yourself.
I'll find a way to get out of this.
No, you won't. It seems Mr. Jameson has already seen your message.
I just had to send a message to them myself, apologizing for your stupidity, and I told them to proceed to the Chinese restaurant as planned. Okay. No, it's not okay. They're really upset with you. Most of the people coming have already left, and we're having a heck of a time trying to get a hold of everyone. Since we're trying to get everyone to go to the Chinese restaurant now, don't you think you should cancel the reservation you made at the steakhouse? What? Nobody's going there now, so you should probably cancel. But last-minute cancellations usually aren't free, so I bet they're gonna charge you quite a lot. It might be best if you go there and cancel in person. That way you can see if anyone missed my most recent message and went to the steakhouse by mistake. If they did, you can apologize to them in person, and they can follow you to the Chinese restaurant where the rest of us will be waiting. You're right. That's probably the best thing to do. But what am I gonna do about the cancellation fee? The reservation was for 30 people. We booked a whole section of the restaurant. They're gonna charge me like $1,000 or more just for canceling. That wouldn't surprise me. You booked for a weekend at dinner time. They've probably been turning customers away expecting a party of 30 to be spending a ton of money at their place this evening. You're gonna have to pay that cost yourself. You booked the place without permission from the company, so the company's not gonna want to pay for it. I'm sure we can write it off somehow. The cancellation fee? What is wrong with you? What if upper management finds out you did that? What if Melissa finds out you were responsible for losing us this contract, and you wasted a bunch of company money by booking a restaurant that didn't need booking? The first mistake is enough to get you fired. I think you should pay the cancellation fee out of your own pocket and not give the company any more reasons to be angry with you. That's what a real man would do. But wait a minute. There has to be another way. You've got to do something. How about you and I lie to them? I am not risking my job. You book that place, you pay for it. I'm not cleaning up your mess for you. And I'm not gonna lie for you because I don't trust anyone who can't even do their own job properly. After that, Gavin and Miguel met Mr. Jameson at the Chinese restaurant and apologized to him profusely. Mr. Jameson seemed to take it quite well, but later he called Miguel's company and spoke to Melissa, their owner. Mr. Jameson never wanted to have to deal with Gavin again, so that was an extra clause he had added to the contract before he signed it. Because of that, Gavin was demoted and moved to a different department. Miguel was then appointed to be the new manager, taking over Gavin's old position. As for the cancellation fee at the steakhouse, Gavin was held responsible for the entire amount. Because of that, and for the fact that his demotion came with quite a pay cut, his wife was not very happy with him, to say the least. Things aren't looking good for Gavin at work or at home. But if he's lucky, he may be able to smooth things over with his wife. If she likes Chinese food, Gavin now knows where the best Chinese restaurant is in the whole state, and he can take her there. That is, if he books far enough in advance.
Wait a second. Lily, I think I saw your name on the list. Don't tell me that you're coming to the high school reunion. You've got to be joking.
What? Erica? It really has been a while. I can't believe you still have my phone number. Why are you even messaging me? We didn't have the best relationship in high school, remember?
It's not like I meant to keep it. I forgot to delete your number a while back. Do you really plan on coming to the reunion?
What do you mean? Of course I plan on going.
But it doesn't look like you paid the entrance fee.
What do you mean?
I'm sure it's because you're poor, right? Is that why you haven't shown up yet? I mean, it makes sense to me. You're still not here, and it's getting late.
What are you talking about? I just had a lot of plans today. I've also been super busy with work, and I haven't had time to plan any days off. I'm just too busy to go to the reunion today. I'm going to the one next week, though.
But that's not the real reason, is it?
What do you mean?
It's because you needed more time to save up money for the entrance fee. I bet if you came to the one today, you wouldn't have been able to afford your next meal. You poor thing! Why aren't you telling me the truth? Aren't we friends? By not showing up at the one today, everyone will know that you're still poor. Why are you trying so hard to be tough? Busy with work? What a stupid lie.
I'm not trying to act tough at all. I really do have a lot of work to do. I know that everyone knew I was poor back in the day, but
That was a long time ago. Is that really why you think I can't come?
You know that my parents have their own company, right? I was always the rich kid, and you were the poor, pathetic little girl. You were just barely getting by every day. I remember that you couldn't afford lunch, and your clothes were always so dirty and ripped up. You also carried your books and school supplies because you couldn't even afford a backpack. Talking about this really takes me back. And even now, you are that same pathetic poor girl. It's hilarious how nothing has changed.
All you did was bully me ruthlessly. You harassed me for all 4 years of high school, and I put up with it until we graduated.
But I wouldn't call it harassment. I was just messing with you a little. But wasn't I just doing the right thing by putting the poor girl in her place?
The right thing? You think you were doing something good by harassing your poor classmate just because you were rich? You said bad things about me and kept inside jokes with other students about me too. Just how do you think you were doing a good thing?
I just don't think you understand how crucial it is for someone like you to know their place. I was just doing everyone a favor. Plus, if I say it's a good thing, then it's correct. I'm never wrong. Money and status are everything.
Yeah, sure it is. Anyway, what happened is all in the past. I have no interest in continuing to talk about this. I wanted to go to next week's reunion since it works better in my schedule. But since you dislike me that much, then I won't go.
It's not like I don't like you. We just live in two completely different worlds. I'm rich and you're poor. I only wanted to let you know where you stand compared to me.
I see. Well, anything is fine, but I would like us to keep our distance from each other at this next reunion.
So, you're really going. How are you going to pay to attend? Have you thought about how to pay for it? Do you want me to send you money?
What makes you think that I'm the same person I was 10 years ago? And no, I don't need any money from you. Stop acting like you even care. I wouldn't have put my name on the list if I couldn't afford it. I'm going, so I'm paying. I have no issues with money.
What? But I'm absolutely sure you can't pay for something like this. The dinner is expensive, even though we are all pitching in and paying for the entrance fee.
I'm not in any kind of tough situation with money right now. Anyway, stop assuming things about my financial situation. I don't like how you are treating me right now.
I'm not trying to be rude. Since you're going, I don't want us to have any tension between us. I don't want our relationship to affect anyone else there.
No, there won't be any tension. I'm sure we can at least act civil around each other, despite our past. It has been 10 years. Plus, I'm not poor anymore. I'm actually pretty well off. If I was still poor, I wouldn't be able to go to the reunion in the first place.
Oh, really? Just stop lying to me. I know you were just trying to look good in front of me after all these years. It actually might be better if you didn't come. It is not a place for poor people to go to. I go to this restaurant often, and there's even a dress code. You wouldn't be able to fit in.
Yeah, whatever. I'll still be there. I know I signed up for the next reunion, but I have a problem. Erica messaged me. She hasn't changed at all, and it seems like she really doesn't want me at the next reunion scheduled for next week. What? She messaged you? For what reason? I'm not sure why she chose to, but I guess she's kept my number after all this time. She was still calling me poor and asking if I'm going to the reunion. Does Erica even know about what you do now? It doesn't seem like it. She's treating me like she always has. She's still making fun of me and acting like we are still in high school. I just think the whole situation is weird. We aren't even friends and she's messaging me. Yeah, Erica was always a troublemaker. But compared to you, I think Erica should be more worried about herself.
What do you mean?
It's just a rumor, but I heard that her parents' company isn't doing well financially. Their company started going downhill right after we graduated high school. After all this time, Erica still doesn't even have a job. That girl hasn't worked a single day in her life. She still lives with her parents in their mansion and gets a very generous allowance every week. She hasn't gotten married yet either. If her parents' company goes out of business, I don't think she would be able to survive in the real world. How interesting. Maybe that's why she is still trying to harass me. She could be feeling some insecurity about her current position. That's also probably why she doesn't want me at the reunion. She's probably worried that you would find out if you went. That's okay. Maybe I can use this information to get some payback after all these years. I think I have every right to use this to my advantage. She's made me suffer, so now it's my turn.
Even though I told you that you shouldn't come to this reunion, you still came. That's just too bad. I hope you learned your place for good this time.
Just stop. You took this way too far. You purposely spilled beer all over my dress. You need to apologize to me. How could you do something like that to someone?
Because I don't see you as a person.
What?
To me, poor people like you aren't human beings. You're trash. I told you that it was best to not come. This is your fault for not listening to me.
So, in order to get me to leave, your first thought was to walk up in front of me while I'm eating and pour beer all over me? You even started insulting me in front of everyone. Just because you're rich, you think you can just treat people however you want? Do you even have a conscience?
You don't deserve to be here. That's why. Go home before it gets worse.
I see you've kept that same ugly attitude. Even though we're both adults, you haven't changed at all. You are acting like an immature child. How old are you now?
No matter how old I am, I will always treat poor people like you the same. I want disgusting people like you to disappear. You all are just a waste of space.
You are really something. I have nothing to say to you. No matter what I say to you, you won't listen. You are too oblivious and don't have the ability to listen to others.
What did you just say? Do you really want to pick a fight with me? I don't think it's a good idea for a poor person like you to talk back to someone like me.
I think you should stop with that nasty attitude before you regret it. You shouldn't be speaking to anyone this way. If you don't want to have a proper conversation, then stop messaging me. You obviously don't like me, so stay away from me.
That's my line. Smelly and gross poor people like you need to stay the hell away from me. You should be speaking to me with respect. You should have never come tonight. I poured beer on you and made fun of you to remind you where you stand in society compared to me. Now, hurry along and go home. There's no point in hiding in the bathroom forever.
I'm not hiding. I'm just cleaning myself up after what you did. I'm staying for the whole reunion. Also, I'm going to put your parents' company out of business, so prepare yourself.
What are you talking about? How do you plan on doing that?
I think growing up with all of that money was a really bad influence on you as a kid. If you're going to harass me, I'm not just going to take it sitting down. It's time for me to get my revenge for all those years of torture you put me through. It's been 10 long years, and you still haven't learned anything about compassion for others. I'm looking forward to this.
I'm not scared at all. What can a pathetic little thing like you do to me? I think you are getting carried away by your imagination. How do you plan on putting my parents' company out of business? You are such a sad joke.
Times have changed, Erica. I'm the owner of a very large and successful company.
What?
Yeah, that's right. I told you my situation had changed. Back when I was poor, I worked hard and learned a lot about money management and used my education to build myself up. Now, compared to my company, your parents' company is nothing. All of that money you're so proud of? Chump change. Plus, it looks like they haven't been doing so well. I currently have the money and power to take down your parents' small company.
What the hell are you saying? There's no way you have your own company.
And why do you think that?
What do you mean, why? You were so damn poor in high school that there is no way you could do all that in 10 years. I don't believe this for a second.
You know, when I heard the rumor about your parents' company, part of me felt bad. But now that I've seen that you haven't changed, I feel glad that this is happening to you. Everything that's about to happen to you is your fault. You shouldn't have treated me this way. When I got into college, I studied business and economics. I worked my butt off to get where I am today. I opened and built up my own large and successful company in the 10 years we haven't talked.
You're lying. How could you even afford college?
My father helped me a lot. He did all he could to put me through college, and he is a hard worker just like me. I took what he taught me and built a better life for myself. Even now, because of what he's taught me in life, I can run my own business with confidence. But all you do is live off your parents, and it's their fault for raising you as a spoiled brat. You don't even know what it's like to have a job.
Are you being serious? You seriously went to college and then started your own company? You?
That's right. Just because you haven't accomplished anything with your life yet, doesn't mean the rest of us have been sitting on our hands. People like you who do nothing for themselves and still look down on others just because you have money are the absolute scum of the earth.
Are you seriously calling me scum? Me?
Yeah, who else would I be talking to? I'm not talking to you in a group chat. You put me through so much suffering in high school. I went to therapy and finally forgot about everything. But after speaking to you again, I was reminded of all the horrible things you put me through. I was already struggling just to live, and you made my life even worse. I'm really going to make you pay for this. I will show no mercy.
No, I still refuse to believe this. It's too ridiculous. Is this all really happening, or are you just trying to act cool?
Really? You just want to stick your head in the sand? Things are different now, but I guess I'll just have to prove it to you. There's nothing I can say to get you to understand the situation you are in.
Just slow down. I don't understand what's happening. So, you're saying my parents' company isn't doing so well? And now that you're rich, you are going to put my parents' company out of business to teach me a lesson? This sounds like a joke. Are you really going to do all this?
It seems like you understand what's going on, but are reluctant to believe it. Your parents did a horrible job raising you. They've spoiled you to the point where you have no independence. You poor thing. You can't believe what's happening because you have never been punished for your own actions before. I have good news for you, though. I've come to teach you a hard lesson you should have learned a long time ago.
Shut the hell up! Leave my parents out of this.
Your parents are also at fault for your behavior. They're the ones who raised you to be like this.
They raised me to be better than poor trash like you.
What? Still talking back? If I were you, I would stop with the attitude. It's only natural that I get my revenge.
Stop being so dramatic.
I'm not being dramatic. This is all really happening. I thought telling you that I would put your parents' company out of business would shut you up. But I think this will be a good life lesson for you.
Ugh, just stop.
Just think. Soon, you won't be able to rely on Mommy and Daddy for money anymore. What will you do without your parents' money? Are you finally starting to regret what you did to me tonight? Or is it going to take until the bank comes to foreclose on that nice big house of yours? Let me know if you need me to send you some money for lunch afterwards.
This is just impossible. I'm the one who's rich. I have power, not you. There's just no way.
How does this feel? That this is all happening because of your immature attitude. You do something bad to someone like pour beer on them and then you suffer the consequences of your actions. Funny how that works, right? You will also pay for having my dress cleaned. This dress wasn't cheap. But that might not be easy since you're unemployed and can no longer rely on your parents' money. Wouldn't it be weird to go into debt for having to pay for a dress that you ruined?
What? Are you still talking to me?
Not having your parents' money around is going to be difficult for you, isn't it? I know how you go around spending money. You might even have withdrawals. Well, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a lot of gossip about you now. I'll make sure everyone will know about this.
What? You're going to tell everyone?
I'm just doing what you did to me 10 years ago. Also, say goodbye to your friends. If they're all the same as they were in high school, just like you, they'll ditch you as soon as your money runs out. They might even treat you the way you treated me back then.
They wouldn't dare.
I'll post the news online later. Let's find out exactly how loyal your friends are.
What do you even know about me? There's no way anyone will believe what you say. It's impossible. I'm the queen bee and you're still just a nobody.
Impossible. Do you even pay attention to your surroundings? Are you just in your own little world?
What do you mean?
When you came up to me and poured the beer on me, did you even look at anyone else's reaction? They looked at you in disgust. You ruined the good mood and they thought you were being immature. We are all adults now. We are past the high school drama. You even told me that I shouldn't be here because I'm poor in front of everyone. But you didn't see or notice that people were calling you annoying and immature.
They were angry with me. There's no way.
Until now, you have taken so much pride in being rich. Now you will no longer use that money as a bludgeon against those who are struggling. I'm sure that by our next reunion, you won't be able to afford the entrance fee.
Just please wait. I believe you now. I know I have done a lot of bad things to you and have made some poor choices. But aren't we still friends? Instead of putting my parents out of business, why not help them? Friends are supposed to help each other, right?
Help you and your parents? Are you for real? I have no intention of helping you. And we were never friends. I'm not sure you ever had any real friends.
Now you're just being ridiculous. You were the one who never had any friends.
Considering everyone's reaction to what you did to me tonight, they all seem to really not like you. They probably just hung out with you because of your money. Once that runs dry, I bet they'll disappear as well. Well, that's too bad. I'm going to come back out and join everyone else now. Let's try not to ruin the mood again. I'm done talking to you tonight, but maybe we can start over at the next reunion. If you're not too poor to afford the entrance fee, that is. After the high school reunion, I stayed true to my word and started working on putting Erica's parents' company out of business. It only took 3 days before their company was gone forever. I took all of the staff on board into my company with a bump in pay. Well, almost all of them. I met with Erica's parents and told them about their daughter's behavior and why I was doing what I was doing. For maybe the first time in her life, Erica saw what it was like for her parents to be angry at her. Erica and her parents downsized their home and live a more frugal lifestyle. Erica also had to start working for the first time. Her first paycheck went straight to paying for my dress that she stained. Just as I predicted, Erica lost all of her rich friends and they started to bully her for being poor. She tried to reach out to some other people from high school, but they refused to help her because of how they saw her treat me at the reunion. I heard Erica was trying to get in touch with me for a while to apologize and beg for forgiveness. But unfortunately for her, I blocked her on all my socials as soon as I got home from the reunion. Erica finally learned her lesson. She no longer lives a rich life and has learned how to show compassion to others. I think things turned out pretty well. I know I was a bit harsh, but sometimes people don't learn unless they are put through difficult situations. In the end, it's best to just be kind to others.
Ha! I can't be married to a one-legged pirate woman. We're getting a divorce.
What? Are you serious? I'm still in the hospital.
I know. That's why, duh. Do you really think I'm going to keep a cripple wife around? Give me a break.
I just lost my leg, Dan. I can't believe you would do this to me while I'm still at the hospital.
Stop being such a spoiled brat. It's just my luck I marry a defective woman. Can't even have a kid and now this. Ha! Look, this isn't going to work out, so let's just get the divorce and we can go our separate ways. All right, peg leg?
Dan, you haven't even come to see me at the hospital. I'm your wife. Aren't you concerned for me at all? I could have died.
You want me to come look at your stump? No, thank you. Gross. I'm not into getting creeped out. Besides, Mom says why bother visiting damaged goods? She's right. What could I possibly gain from seeing you lying around legless?
I can't believe you'd be so cruel. Your mother said that about me? So I lose my leg in an accident, and you just divorce me? Just like that?
Just like that. What use do I have with a housewife with only one leg? You expect to be provided for when you can't do anything to contribute? Yeah, right. It's been years now and you can't even get pregnant. You fail as a woman, Adriana. In every single way. Get that through your head, all right? Failure.
How can you say that to me? You're really going to throw me away like a broken thing, aren't you? You're a heartless monster!
Ha! Who's the monster freak? I don't want anything to do with an embarrassment like you. I want you out of my life ASAP. You can hop on out of here. There's no place in my house for a crippled freak.
Fine, Dan. I can't stay married to someone who thinks like this anyway. Let's do it. I'll divorce you. I'm going to have a prosthetic. I'll go to rehab and regain my mobility. But you're never going to change.
All right, good. I'll send all your stuff to the hospital, okay? I'm almost done packing everything up.
All my stuff? Are you crazy? Where am I supposed to put it? Please try to be reasonable.
You think it's reasonable for me to have to store my ex-wife's stuff? Don't expect people to feel sorry for you. Your stuff is your problem. Quit feeling sorry for yourself and deal with it.
You really won't wait until I'm well enough to leave the hospital so I can go get my stuff? I don't even know where I'm going to live yet. I don't expect you to feel sorry for me, but I would have liked to see some concern on your part, as my husband. You never loved me.
You were fine while you were two-legged. A functional woman. You're the one that went and got her leg chopped off. I'm getting rid of any evidence connecting my family with a cripple like you, so I need your stuff out. I'm sending it tomorrow.
Okay. We won't have anything to do with each other. I won't bother you ever again.
Awesome. Good luck to you. Maybe you can get a job as a scarecrow. Huh?
Bye, Dan.
How about a coat hanger? Bye, peg leg. Hi, Adriana. How are you feeling? Have they given you any updates on your progress?
Hi, Aaron. I'm doing okay. The doctors say I can be fitted for a prosthetic when the swelling heals. Other than that, I'm mostly just watching Netflix. How's your mother doing? The doctors I talked to told me they're not allowed to divulge patient information.
Don't they know you saved her life? She's doing great, thanks to you. I really can't thank you enough for what you did for my mother. If you hadn't pulled my mother to safety when her back gave out in the street, she would have been hit by that car for sure. Your bravery to rush to an elderly woman's aid in that moment. Not many people would be able to do that. I just wish you hadn't lost your leg because of it.
It was just a coincidence, really. I happened to be walking by when your mother collapsed in the street. Anyone would have done the same.
No, Adriana. Not everyone. I heard from bystanders that there were people standing around watching, but no one ran to help Mum. You were the only one that heard her pleas for help and took action. You're a real-life hero. You know that.
Stop, Aaron. Really, you don't need to keep thanking me. I'm just glad your mom's doing okay.
Well, I can't do much to show my gratitude, but I will bring the best pretzels in town when I visit today. I hope you like pretzels.
I love pretzels, but you don't need to do that. I don't want you to feel obligated to visit me at the hospital. I'm sure you're a very busy man.
Not too busy to bring the woman who saved my mother's life a pretzel. Oh, but seriously, I would like to make a more formal gesture of gratitude. My mother and I would both like to personally thank your family, if you don't mind. Can we set up a day to meet them?
Oh, my family. I don't really have family. Don't worry about it. That's totally unnecessary. I'm happy with my pretzel, thank you.
Not to intrude, but I'm sure I heard the hospital mention you have a husband. He was your emergency contact, wasn't he? What do you mean you don't have family? Is everything okay?
Fine, really. Actually, I'm newly divorced. Getting rid of a lot of dead weight lately.
What? Like, in the last few days?
Yep. Never imagined I'd be signing divorce papers in a hospital bed. It's okay. I won't miss him.
So, this is because of the accident? Are you saying your husband left you because you lost your leg?
Well, no, it's not like that. We haven't seen eye to eye for a while now. We would have gotten divorced either way. Good riddance. Really, Aaron, I'm fine. Trust me, I can take care of myself.
What? No! This isn't a time to be acting tough, Adriana. I can't believe your husband would divorce you while you're in the hospital. The cruelty of leaving your wife in the hospital when she needs you the most. I'm sorry, but your husband is absolutely disgusting.
Ex-husband. I know, I'm not going to disagree with you there. But what's the point? I'm divorced. I'll move on.
Okay. I just can't get over the fact that someone would do something like that, but okay. What about other family? Where are your parents?
No parents. I grew up in foster care. Like I said, I can take care of myself.
Foster care. So there's nobody visiting you at the hospital? You're by yourself all the time?
What? It's nice. It's quiet. I have time to myself to contemplate my future. I've got a lot to do once I get out of here.
Adriana, I'm here for you, okay? I want to do whatever I can to help you in any way you need. Just tell me what you need, and I'll do it.
That's very kind of you, but I'm perfectly capable of dealing with my own problems. Thank you, though. I appreciate the offer.
Come on. There's got to be something I can do for you. Any chores need to be done? Errands or shopping?
Oh, actually, there is something you can help me with. It's kind of a pain, but it would help me out a lot.
No problem. Consider it done.
There are going to be a bunch of boxes arriving to my hospital room in the next day or so. Obviously, I can't have them here in the room, so I need to take them somewhere. I'm going to find a storage place I can rent online for tomorrow, so could you take the boxes to the storage place?
Boxes? Sure, I'll do it. Of course. But what kind of idiot sends that many boxes to a hospital room?
My ex-husband wanted my stuff out of the house as fast as possible, so he just stuck it in the mail, I guess. He was never a deep thinker. Anyway, thank you for your help. I'll pay for gas, okay?
Your husband did this. That scumbag. I can't stand how he treats you. You're such an amazing, strong woman. I can't let you go through this alone. Please, Adriana, you don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to lean on someone sometimes.
I don't think I know how to lean on people. I'm sorry.
Are you crying? Adriana.
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just tired.
It's okay not to be fine. I'm coming over right now. You're not alone, okay?
Don't forget the pretzels.
Hey, Pegleg, how's it going? It's been a while, huh?
What do you want, Dan?
Is that how you greet the man you were married to after 10 years? Show some respect.
You show some respect. We have nothing to do with each other. Why are you messaging me after all this time?
Chill, Adriana. So, has your leg regrown yet? Haha, just kidding. Still wobbling around on your peg leg, right?
It's not a peg leg. It's a prosthetic. I can walk fine.
Well, that's good to hear, because I've got some amazing news for you. I'm ready to take you back.
What are you talking about? Take me back from what? You don't mean...
Yep. I'm ready to have you back as my wife. I'm just as surprised as you are how this all turned out, but here we are. So, let's get married again. You're welcome back at our house. Where are you living now, anyway? Some dump apartment in the projects?
Wait, you're serious? You want to get back together with me? Like, get married again?
Yeah, babe. Aren't you excited? You've got another chance to be with me. You're a lucky woman. My mom was the one that suggested you would be a good choice. She said a crippled wife would be good around the house. Plus, she'd know her place. We really need some help around here.
So you need a maid and you thought of me? I just don't understand how you manage to function in society.
A lot has happened. I married someone a while back and she gave me a kid. But that skank took off with all my savings. Oh, and she left the stupid kid with me. Can you believe that? My mom's too old to be looking after a preschooler. Look, this is a good deal for both of us. You regain a place as part of a family instead of being a lonely sorry excuse for a human being. And we get some much-needed work done around the house. I'm not taking a snot-nosed kid to pee-wee soccer and pizza parties.
Uh-huh. Let me go ask my husband about that. He says no chance.
Huh. Wait. No way. You're saying you're married? I don't believe you. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm married. Why is that so hard to believe? I got married 6 months after we got divorced.
No way. Who would marry a one-legged woman? Is he a pirate? Seriously, that is messed up. Who does that?
Okay, anyways. I'm happily married, so I'm going to have to turn down your offer. Also, please don't ever contact me again.
What? Now I know you're lying. If you're really married, show me some proof. I want to see pics. What's your supposed husband's name?
I don't need to tell you anything. What does it matter anyway? I have a wonderful life. I don't want anything to do with you, got it?
You. Friggin' gimp. I'm trying to give you a place in life. A place where you can belong. My mom is getting pretty old. She's going to need more help around the house.
Did you not understand what I said? I have a place I belong to, and have everything I could ever want. So please, just deal with your problems yourself.
You know what? I'm going to give you one more chance to come back to me. Pretty sure you're going to want to hear me out on this one.
Dan, I told you I don't want to talk to you.
No, this is big. You're going to want to hear this. Your husband, Aaron or whatever. He's the son of the woman who took your leg. The man you call your husband is the son of the sole cause of you losing your leg. Dude, that is rough. All the time you were being tricked by the family that ruined your life. Babe, you have the worst luck.
Uh-huh. You done? I don't have time for this.
No, really, Adriana. It's true. I heard it from a nurse that used to work at the hospital. She told me he would visit his mom and you on the same day. Ouch. So they've been using you all this time. Come on, Adriana. You're better off with me. I'll still take you back.
You'll still take me back? That's what you have to say to me? That nurse shouldn't be talking about her patients like that. Anyway, this isn't news to me. Aaron never lied to me about anything. Besides, it wasn't his mother's fault she needed help.
Nah, you're getting this all wrong. She caused you to lose your legs. You know what we should do? We should sue them. Listen to me. They've been tricking you into thinking that you were taken in by them. But really, they're just making sure they don't end up paying you thousands of dollars in compensation. You lost your leg. You deserve to be paid for that. It would go a long way for our family, too. The house needs some renovating.
Jane had a disc slip in the middle of the street. I got hurt when I helped her get out of the way of the car. The driver is the one at fault. I don't see how they are keeping me happy or tricking me in any way. I got compensated for my injury, and all the medical fees were covered too.
Compensation? The driver is the one that paid?
Well, it was the driver's insurance that covered everything. I got a pretty decent settlement, actually. $1 million.
$1 million bucks? Seriously? That's good. Uh-huh. But they only keep you around to have as a maid. Don't you know that? I can give you something you've wanted all your life. You get to be a mother. Isn't that what you've always wanted? You couldn't get pregnant however much we tried. You don't have kids, right? Who am I kidding? A one-legged woman can't have kids.
Huh? You do know how babies are made, right? My leg has nothing to do with the process.
Ew, I just imagined the stump. See? Instant turn off. Look, it may not be your kid, but he's still young, so you can tell him you're his mom. Which is better, being the maid for the son of the woman who crippled you, or being a mother to a sweet motherless child? It's a no-brainer if you ask me.
Uh-huh. Actually, I get along really well with Jane. I mean, she feels terrible I lost my leg saving her life, but she's an absolute doll whenever I see her because of it. Same goes for my husband. He's always by my side, looking out for me. He's amazingly thoughtful and supportive. Nothing like you, really. He's like the exact opposite of you, Dan. I really lucked out with him.
I'm offering you a family, Adriana. His name's Luke. He's adorable. You're going to love him. Don't you want that for yourself? Motherhood.
I have 4 kids, Dan. I'm enjoying motherhood all day, every day. I'm all set on motherhood, thank you.
What? You have kids? 4? How? They're yours? Really?
Yes, they're mine. We conceived naturally. Not that it's any of your business. I just consider myself so lucky that I never got pregnant with you.
Adriana, listen to me. My family needs you. Please come back to me. I promise things will be better. I can't take care of this kid by myself. I don't know what to do. And my mom's knees are giving out and she's starting to forget things. I can't deal with everything myself. My ex took all my money and the roof started leaking yesterday. Everything is crashing down around me.
Sounds rough. What do you want me to do about it, though? I don't know you.
Don't be so cold. This is an innocent kid we're talking about here. What am I supposed to do? Take him to foster care? You really want to do that to a kid? This kid needs a mother. You should be grateful you get a chance to be the one to care for him.
I wish the best to little Luke, but you're not going to manipulate me with foster care talk. Plenty of kids grow up fine in the system. Case in point, me. If you want your son to have a mother, you should find her. Stop trying to get me to deal with your problems.
Adriana, can't you at least help me out? I know. The money. How about we go 50-50? Give me $500K and we'll call it even.
Even? You want me to give you $500K?
Yeah, we were married when you got hit by the car. As your husband, I should get half. It would really help me out right now. The crazy ex apparently had credit cards made in our name, and I'm getting bills like you wouldn't believe. Please, Adriana, have some pity for old time's sake.
Don't expect me to feel sorry for you. All that is your own problem. Quit feeling sorry for yourself and deal with it. The combined total of Dan's credit card debts came to over $100K. Dan took a security guard job at night, but got fired because he kept having to go home to help out his mother and child. Having an elderly mother unable to walk on her own and an energetic preschooler has reduced Dan's life to a series of chores while working as many side jobs as possible. I honestly don't feel sorry for him though, since he brought everything upon himself. Ironically, he's become the housemaid he wanted me to be for him. For me, that accident turned out to be the turning point in my life. I lost my leg that day, but I gained my life. If I had to go through it again, I definitely would. Sometimes in life, things just end up working out perfectly. I think this was one of those times. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.